But today we're going to talk about securing your future through customer retention. It's a pretty interesting concept. I'm looking forward to this. Y'all are going to go through and just do quick introductions here in a few minutes, and you're going to share a goal that you're working on currently in your life. So as you know, if you've been in my trainings before, I like to pull people out of their comfort zone a little bit. So Mike, Amanda, I don't see Amanda, but Mike, be prepared to talk. Amanda, are you here?
Hi.
Can you peek over and say hi?
I am. I'm sitting right next to Mike. Here we go.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, so just a quick background on who I am and why I'm on this virtual training. So my name's Dan Dowdy. I live out near the Austin, Texas area, born and raised in Texas. Let's see, a little bit about me. So married my high school sweetheart for 16 years, have 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. And what else? I enjoy anything outdoors, camping, hunting, fishing, whatever. I'm an outdoors guy. Other than that, I've been in the trades for the past 20 years. In January 1st, 2020, I sold my portion of a family plumbing company I ran, started Built for the Trade, started doing coaching with Chris and Mark, and the rest is history. So I'm doing what I love. I've done thousands and thousands of trainings with my own team, and now I'm getting to go out and give back to people all around the country. I know I've had Kyle and Mark and Jason and John all of my trainings before. So guys, I'm looking forward to getting back in here, and hopefully today, my goal is that each person just takes one small takeaway from this. So at the end of the session, I'm going to ask everybody to share a takeaway. So be sure you're taking notes as we go through this. And everything that I teach is usually really simple. It's usually simple but effective. But as some of these guys here already know, in my training sessions, it's not Dan talking all the time. I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. So Amanda and Mike, be prepared to share, okay? And Amanda, if you got a phone ringing and you got to take it, something important like that, feel free to.
Stop out.
Whatever you got to do, I totally get it, okay? So is my volume okay? Everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, no? Okay, cool. Oh. All right, y'all ready? All right, so securing your future. Okay, securing your future through customer retention. As I was thinking about this concept of training, technicians and office staff to be thinking about how they can secure their future and how they can make more money and how they can get more jobs and things like that, I started researching some of the things I started researching some of the revenue companies get from returning customers. So today in our training, I'm going to share some facts that I actually researched online. So everybody knows if it's on Google, then it's true, right? If it's on the internet, it's always true. So you definitely got to believe all the facts I share with you today. Our training agenda, we're going to talk about positive focus, and then I'm going to want y'all to share one goal that you're working towards. It can be personal or professional or both. So we'll dive into that. I'm going to go through all the vision tools since we have a couple new people in here, and I'm going to explain what purpose each vision tool plays in the company. Then we're going to talk about securing your future through customer retention. I'm going to ask y'all to share one key takeaway with me, and then we're going to conclude the session. Any questions, concerns? Everybody excited? I could tell. Heck yeah, Mike's excited. Look at him. He's like, I'm ready to roll. Here we go. All right. Positive focus. Here we go. So let's start with some of the veterans in here. Who's closest to me on the left? Is that Kyle?
Yes, sir.
On this side? Okay. Kyle, go ahead and give me your name. Give me one positive thing happening in your life right now, and then share a goal that you're currently working towards.
All right. So one positive thing that's happening right now is family's good. We're all healthy. I just bought a new Jeep. Working on that thing trying to build my mechanic skill a little bit. And something I'm working toward is to eventually get a nicer car than the Jeep because it's old. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I got going on right now. Trying to build wealth and stay happy that way. Yeah.
Love it, man. And what about at work? Is there a certain skill you're focusing on right now?
Trying to build my solder game up. You know, I'm trying to get better at that because it was a little horrendous at first. At least I think so. But yeah, that, and then trying to get better with talking to people. You know, trying to build that relationship with the customer and everything. And I feel like I'm doing better. So hopefully it's working out.
That is great information, Kyle. Thanks for sharing. Chris, are you writing those things down?
I am now.
I meant to tell you in preparation that I want you to jot a few of these things down. So you said you're working to get a newer car. You're working on your mechanic skills with your Jeep, but you also said that you want to get better at soldering and better at talking to the customers, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. All right, who's next? Is that Jason? Go ahead. John, okay, I can't, I'm sorry. My camera's small, I can't see y'all, so I'm just guessing. Go ahead, John, share with us. I can see you now.
All right, one positive thing going on in my life right now. I mean, I did just get back from an awesome vacation. Thanks to the team here and everybody that I was able to take my family. Never really done anything like that with just my family. Normally it's like a family and then another family or, you know, grandparents, somebody else involved. So it really got us the time that we needed to get. And I mean, something that I would like to improve more professionally, I always felt like it would be good for me to get back into school, get some kind of plumbing certificate or something like that, you know, some paper that says like, hey, this guy is certified and knowledgeable in this craft.
Love it, man. So you want to get a plumbing license or certification?
Definitely. That would be a goal. I think like a 5-6 year goal or something like that. I don't know the law or what it would actually take, but yeah.
Okay. What about personally? You have any personal goals you're focused on right now?
Personal goals, I mean, never really had a set home. So I mean, ultimately to get a house with a property, my kids to grow up and continue going to the same school, the same district, the same friends. I've moved my entire life from here to Oregon back and forth several times. I can't even count.
Love it, man. Love it. Great goals. Thank you for sharing. All right, Jason, you're up.
Hey, what's happening, man? It's me, Jason. I got 3 healthy kids right now. Nothing better in the world. Seeing little guys smile and talk every day when I get home, that's like lights up. Whatever happened that day doesn't even matter because the little guys are happy. Definitely the biggest goal right now is, saying getting a house for these little guys. Each of them need their own room, space to beat each other up in. So that's my goal. And then I guess one of my biggest things to work on is maybe we're getting all these new guys in here. So I'm trying to find ways to maybe be a better teacher or a trainer for them because, I mean, look at Kyle. Kyle's taking off. He's doing really good. Mike's next. Got him gluing and soldering and stuff like that. But I'd like to see if there's anything I can do to help these guys, learn or maybe something I can do to be a better teacher. That'd be great.
Love it, man. Love that heart. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, all these things we're going to talk about today, guys, is gonna help bring you more money in your pocket and help reach these goals too. But I think the fact that you want to give back and teach, I mean, it sounds like you and Kyle need to spend some time working on some soldering. That'd be a cool way to get him out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing, Jason. Chris, you're up. What's up, Chris?
What's up? Well, what's good is family, man. Love my family. Got babies, my mom and dad. My dad's here with us still, and retiring him and taking over the company and seeing him proud, be able to live a life that I never thought you could do. That's pretty sweet. Personally, is fighting my disease and myself healthy for that family, man. And professionally, take over the world. To own Santa Cruz as the #1 plumbing company. You know that, Dan. We don't try about that.
One day at a time.
Yeah. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win it.
Love it. Love it. All right. Good deal. All right. Go ahead, Mike.
I guess personally, I'm working towards getting a new Harley and just keeping on in life in general. Gonna keep going on. And especially, I'm trying to soak in everything, trying to learn everything I can. Especially with these guys, they're great. It's been fun. Trying to pick up everything I can. Take it day by day.
You said
Guys?
professionally, you're just trying to learn as much as you can in the plumbing.
Yeah, trying to get everything I can going. Start a career.
Okay. Cool, man. Thank you, Mike, for sharing. And what's your positive focus for today?
For today?
Yeah, or just.
I guess so. If I want to take away what I can from this.
All right, cool, man. All right, Amanda, you're up.
Positive thing in life is I'm getting ready to celebrate my 1-year anniversary in a couple months. So that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Whirlwind of a year, but it's been really good. So, and then obviously being here for the last 3 months has been amazing and much better than I was where I was before. Goal personally, just to get healthy, possibly thinking about starting a family.
Good.
Professionally, just to be able to step into the office manager role and be able to take some stuff off of Chris's plate and help this whole thing just run as smooth as possible. So.
Awesome. Love that. Love that. Thank you for sharing. All right, and then Mark, come in. Mark, you here?
Yep.
Yeah. Here.
We're just saying, hey, man, you're in trouble, man. You're in trouble. You're late to my session. You're lucky I didn't lock.
I know.
You're lucky I didn't lock that door. I'm playing. Hey, what's
It was for now.
what's your positive focus, and then just go ahead and tell us one personal, one business goal you have going on.
Positive focus is for the day or just in general?
Just in general.
Positive focus, just be a good human being, be a good father. Personally, just be a good dad for those boys, and business is business would be continue to keep a motivated team pushing forward and reaching new goals.
All right, good deal. All right, so let's dive in. So it says setting goals is the first step of turning the invisible into visible. So today we're going to, towards the end of the session, I'm going to ask y'all to write down a specific goal and the time that you want to accomplish it. So everybody needs to have pen and paper ready to go. And we're going to start turning these invisible goals that we have in our head into the visible. And the more that you can put that in front of you, and the more that you can put it in front of Chris and Mark, the more they can help y'all to achieve those goals. So let's dive in. As far as vision talk is concerned, what I wanted to do today is just talk about the 3 frameworks that we talk about quite often here at Yochim Plumbing. And that is your vision statement, your mission statement, and your core values. And specifically for Mike and Amanda, I really want to just talk through each one of these and how you can kind of picture how they're used in the company. So the way I talk about the vision statement, whenever we read our vision statement, that's looking out 10 years into the future. So what I say, it's like you get in your car and you take off for a destination. And if you don't have a vision statement, you're just going to start driving towards that destination with no GPS. So if you're going for a 5-hour drive, that could quickly turn into a 10-hour drive. So it could take you double the time to reach that goal. if you set a clear vision statement of what you want to accomplish, that's like now you have a destination for 10 years and you're plugging that destination into your GPS and it's going to take you straight to where you want to go. So can somebody read the vision statement for me?
Create a residential service and repair experience unparalleled to any by sharing our knowledge and providing custom tailored options designed to fit each of our customers.
Okay, I couldn't hear you.
I'll use my big boy voice. It's create a residential service and repair experience unparalleled to any by sharing our knowledge and providing custom tailored options to fit each of our customers' needs.
Love it, love it. So that's what we're striving for every day. We want to reach that vision to where we have a company that is providing that type of service that's growing and scaling, that's consistent across the board. It's a big reason why we do training. That's a big reason why we have our extra mile as our service system that everybody needs to be striving for. So when Mike, you say, I want to be a better plumber, a lot of times we're thinking, technically, I want to learn how to solder and glue and do certain things, and that's definitely necessary. But the other aspect is you need to be focusing on your on running that extra mile. Kyle, you too. You need to be focusing on hitting all those bullet points. So the next thing is our mission statement, and our mission statement really is a vehicle that gets us to our destination. That's the way I like to picture it. Every day we got to get in that vehicle and we got to move it forward towards that vision that we're wanting to create for ourselves and the company. And so it's why we get out of bed. It is what motivates us to move forward. So Chris, can you share the mission statement with us?
That Yochim Plumbing is Santa Clarita's #1 service and repair plumbing company, provides shared success with our staff and maintain the positive reputation the company has always had throughout the community by providing consistent quality service.
Love it. #1, huh? If that doesn't get you excited to get out of bed, nothing will. High performers like to be a part of a team of high performers. And at Yochim Plumbing, we have high performers. So coming on here, you know that you have to keep working to elevate your game. Amanda wants to be an office manager. She's setting the tone, for what that next CSR is going to look like, and that next dispatcher is going to look like. Jason, John, Mark, veterans in the field, you're setting the tone for how Kyle's going to work and how Mike's going to work. So that's the cool thing about being a part of an up-and-coming company like this that wants to be #1 in their market is we're going to look back in 10 years and think about the times you sat and watched Dan on a computer, and beyond that, you did all the hard work that you're doing to create the standard for what is going the extra mile for our customers at Yochim Plumbing. So it is definitely exciting. And then last but not least, we have our core values. And what our core values serve as is those are parameters in how we operate, how we act, how we make decisions, both personally and professionally. So anytime you're up against a difficult decision, maybe you're thinking about deciding something for a customer on a job, and you look back at it and it goes against our core values, you have to make the decision that falls in line with the core values. So let's see here. Who wants to read? Mark, I'm going to pick on you since you were late. Can you read through our core values for me?
Yeah. Core values: create an unparalleled service and repair experience by sharing our knowledge and providing custom tailored options to fit each of our customers' needs. We'll do that by exercising empathy, exercising ethics, seeking to persevere, being collaborative, and maintaining accountability.
Love it. So anytime you have any questions, or you got to check yourself, core values are always the way to do that. And also, if you ever, for Chris and Mark, I mean, they're a great way to analyze how your team is doing. So continuously be looking at those as a team member here at Yochim Plumbing and ask yourself, am I living by those core values? Any questions? This is groundbreaking stuff, right? Right, Amanda? Y'all are excited, right? Mike?
Yeah.
All right. let's dive into the good stuff. Securing your future through customer retention. Not that our vision talk wasn't good, don't get me wrong, but securing your future through customer retention. All right, so what factors within our control play a role in whether or not a customer calls back for a second service visit? Let's talk office first. Amanda, I'm going to go ahead and pick on you. What factors within your control play a role whether or not the customer gets a good experience and calls us back for a second visit?
My attitude, the quality of the call, how that goes, my knowledge of staff, obviously. Excuse me, I'm not going to necessarily know plumbing, but if I'm able to get them the help that they need that first time, they're more likely going to call back.
Love it. Yeah, so you're really setting the tone for the technicians just by the tone of your voice, the things you're saying, how you're treating your customers, are you positive, so on and so forth. So I agree with all those things. And if I miss something, team, forgive me, because I'm only catching every 3 or 4 words here and there, so that sounds tough. So let's go ahead and go to the technicians. I'm going to go ahead and ask Jason. Jason, what's one factor that's within your control that's going to influence a customer to want to call back Yochim Plumbing?
Making these people feel comfortable, you know, especially right now. Everybody's kind of on the edge. Really weird time. So just being able to go in there and make them feel comfortable that we're here to help and we're here to, you know, solve their problems. And in the most, you know, comfortable way right now, I've noticed a lot of our customers have been returning or, you know, comebacks in a good way, not go backs, but, you know, so I don't know, just making a connection with these people. A lot of it has been really cool, you know, having the baby. A lot of these jobs I'm going back to, and they remember. They're asking me, hey, how's that baby? Show me a picture. I want to see. And it's kind of like, hey, I almost forgot. I go to so many jobs every day. For you to remember, it's like, heck yeah, check this baby out.
Love it, man. I love it. Yeah, I mean, we have an opportunity to really impact people's lives in a positive manner through relationships. And you know, that's one thing I love about plumbing and being in the service industry is we're called on when people have a need that needs to be fixed. And so it feels good to go out and serve and help and fix things. But at the same time, the way we interact with people, the way we carry ourselves, the way we present ourselves really set the standard for what Yochim Plumbing is all about. So to be number one, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and say, does this look like a number one professional that's ready to go? And if it doesn't, we got to fix that. So a few things I wrote down is quality of work. I believe that in order for a customer to call us back, it has to be quality. The next one I said is thorough inspections and estimates. So a customer's expecting us to give thorough inspections. I prefer to walk around with the customers to look at things. But man, what a great time to give back. If the customer doesn't buy anything from you, it's a good time to share your knowledge with people. And if they're the homeowners, you know, why not educate them on things to look for? The next one is positive communication. I know Amanda touched on that a little bit. I mean, tone of voice is huge. Keeping things positive is always important. The next one within our control that I wrote is relationship building between the customer and the tech and office. So we've already talked on that a little bit. Jason hit on that a lot. That's really important. Number 5 is our follow through of office and tech. Now this is a big one. I want y'all to think about this. Do what you say you're going to do. I've run my own service company. I've been a service tech. I've done all those things. And I know a lot of times it's harder than we think that, oh yeah, we're always going to do what we say we're going to do. But we may tell a customer, hey, I'm going to give you an estimate for that tomorrow. And tomorrow comes around and you're on another job crawling into your house and you can't have time for it. And you don't call the customer back to give them an update. And now it's 3 days later and they're calling Amanda saying, hey, so-and-so said they're going to give me an estimate. Where's it at? I mean, I've seen that happen a lot where technicians say they're going to do something and they don't necessarily follow through with it. So that's really an important role to really to really say, here moving forward, we're always going to follow through with what we say we're going to do. Professionalism, team. I mean, our appearance is one part of that. Our truck appearance is another part of that. You know, I had an experience where I took my daughter parasailing recently, and you know, the place went parasailing. They said, hey, make sure you're here 30 minutes early, right? And so we show up 30 minutes early, and they're like, sorry, we're running a whole boat behind. It's going to be an hour. Instead of going out at 1:30, y'all are going to go out at 2:30. And in my mind, I'm thinking it's 2020. Like, you couldn't send me a text saying that, hey, we're running an hour behind, why don't you show up an hour later? So to me, that really relates to the service business. Anytime we have an opportunity to over communicate with our customers, that really sets us apart from our competition, because a lot of competition don't even care. You know, a lot of people work in these companies and they don't really care. And that's what makes Yochim Plumbing different. Anybody have any questions or comments? Can y'all still hear me all right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Y'all aren't going to sleep on me, are you? I can't. All right, consistent contact. We already talked about that. Phone, text, email marketing, social media. And social media is a great tool just to show people that, hey, we're great people. We like to have fun. We do professional work. I mean, the whole team can be involved in that. You know, it may channel through Chris to go out there, but what a great time. You're working together. Like, hey, let me get a few clips of us crawling into this house for our customers to show them that we go the extra mile for them. Or Amanda's working in the office doing her thing, or she, you know, standing in front of these cool signs. I mean, y'all's office is getting decked out with some awesome things. Another part that I think is a very underrated reason why customers may not call you back is if you're not putting stickers on appliances. So from a show of hands, is anybody in the room consistently stickering water heaters and disposals? Oh, y'all are? Heck yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Mike, where's your hand at, bro? You should just double sticker them.
I was gonna say these guys are awesome with their stickers. Like, people are gonna open up walls and stuff like that in 20, 30 years and see a Yochim Plumbing sticker on the bottom of a tub drain or something, wasting overflow.
That's what I'm talking.
You know,
Bottom of the
tub
clean
spout.
So once again, we live in 2020 where everybody Googles everything, right? And so if we're not stickering appliances, we're missing out, because somebody can literally type in Yochim Plumbing Santa Clarita and your competitor pops up ahead of them if they're paying more money for that ad. And people will click on that ad and they'll call somebody else and they'll book it and they'll never realize they did it. So the days of putting a mark in the phone book is over. So it's important that we're leveraging all these things to be able to retain our customers. And then last but not least, number 10 is 5-star reviews. Who is getting the most 5-star reviews right now on the team per week? Amanda is?
Well, it's mostly Jason, just because John's doing a lot of installs. So, you know, but when John's doing it, I mean, it's pretty 50-50, man.
Was that just for the month of April?
No, that was.
Hey, so hands down, I might be going to more calls, but damn, I give hands up to John. He got like 14 fucking 5-star reviews. So that was like, woo. I saw the number. I was like, read that to me again. I was at 14.
That's cool. So once again, I mean, we're talking about securing your future today, and part of securing your future is getting your name on 5-star reviews. I mean, if you can get your name, you're going to see some of these stats I'm going to post here in a second. And if you can get your name out there, the customer doesn't have to know who you are. But if they see John, 5 out of the last 10 reviews, they're going to be calling Yochim Plumbing asking for the John guy. Or if they see Jason, they're going to be asking for Jason. So as we grow, it's important that you continue to focus on how important that is to get 5-star reviews, and making it personal, how it affects you and what it means to you and your family, and not just how it benefits Yochim Plumbing is important. All right, here's some stats. 89% of clients begin business with a competitor following a poor experience. So just think about that. One of us does not do the extra mile properly. One of us decides that we're too tired to call a customer and tell them the estimate's not going to be there today. One of us decides to call in sick to work and we got to move in a deal, like all these different things. I mean, 89% of these customers we have coming through here had a poor experience. All the new customers had a poor experience with one of their competitors, and that's why they're here. So they're not giving us very much leeway to make mistakes nowadays, because once again, in 2020, everything's at our fingertips. So we just look for the next plumber on the screen and hit click and call. So it's a pretty simple process. 20% of returning clients to a given company account for 80% of the company profits. So think about that. If we can get customers to return call us another time and another time, that accounts for 80% of our revenue and our profits in our company. It's a pretty staggering stat there. Next one, after having a positive experience with a company, 77% of clients would recommend to a friend. And then that goes along with number 4. Clients are 77% more likely to buy a product when learning about it from family or friends. So you see how those relate. You know, if they're happy with our service, they're going to recommend us. If we get a recommendation from somebody, can somebody vouch for this? Customer says, hey, my friend down the street recommended you. That's almost a guaranteed sell, right? Right? Yes? Possibly, maybe so. Okay. No. All right. Check out this stat. I didn't even make this one up, you know. Repeat clients spend more money to the tune of 33% in months 1 through 30. So really in the first 1 to 3 years, they are in the first month all the way up to 30 months, if they call back and come back again, they're going to spend 33% more than they did on the first trip. Why this stat says that they spend 67% more in months 31 through 36, so that 3-year mark seems to be like the money mark for clients to spend more money. I don't know why, but the stat just shows us that return clients, they already have the trust built with us. Hey, I want Jason back out again. Jason rolls back out. You know, it makes your extra mile a lot easier because you've already gone the extra mile once. So you have that relationship. They know your kids. They know, you know, the hobbies you have. Y'all have a good relationship. Next thing you know, the fact is, or the stat is true. They're going to be more likely to spend more money with somebody that they know, like, and trust. So a little bit of reflection time here. These went out of order, but I actually liked it, so I left it. So the first question I have for you in here is, do you have clients calling and asking for you by name? Let's start with Kyle. Kyle, do you have any clients calling and asking for you by name?
No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You got a couple, bro. Don't doubt yourself.
I have the text. Would you like to see the text?
I don't know, but I guess I do.
Toilet guy, the area drain lady. Yep. That's just people I can meet.
Yeah.
I guess I do. But yeah.
Heck yeah, man. I love that. The next thing is, if my thing will work. Let's see here. We got to freeze. Hang on. Technology got me. Hang on a second. All right, so next one is your work quality? I don't think anybody here is going to say my work's not quality, but this is reflection time on yourself. So when you got your notepad in front of you, you're writing things down, you need to be thinking, is my work quality? Guys, I know there's times where you're on a job and it's 8 o'clock at night and you're like, I think I can just rig this one. Like, I think I can just get by with just doing this halfway. Like, those are the times you need to be asking yourself, like, what do I need to do to make this right? Is this truly quality? Do I need to tell the customer that this is a temporary repair and I'm going to come back tomorrow to make it right for you? Because ultimately it's your name and your reputation. It's Yochim too, but I want y'all to be thinking about yourself as the professional and the customer list that you're building today. The next one is, do you consider yourself a professional by your appearance? So looking in the mirror today, would you look in the mirror today and say, I look like a professional? Would you walk outside to your truck and say, this looks professional? Mike, you raising your hand?
No.
All right, all right. Are you constantly getting 5-star reviews weekly? Yes, no, maybe so. Amanda, how many 5-star reviews are you getting? Bunch of them?
Not by name, but I know that there's a few that have said
It says from
staff,
start to finish.
start to finish, yeah.
Love it, love it. And the last one I was going to ask is, are you placing stickers on appliances or doing thorough inspections? So is anybody not doing inspections currently? At least to some extent? Or are we not doing inspections at all?
We're trying. If they're comfortable enough to let us in and check stuff out, yeah, we will. And some people are still kind of, keep your booties, keep your mask, stay 5 feet away from me. If you can go outside and around the house, let's do that.
Okay. So I get it. When we're living in different times where people don't necessarily want you spreading germs around the house, but there is a 5-point inspection you can do. You know, you can check for homeowner shut-off valve in the yard. You can check to see if they have a water softener. A lot of times you can get to their water heater if it's in the garage and check that. A lot of times you can test the hardness of the water. And, you know, there are always areas that you're working. Let's say you're working in a bathroom on a toilet. You can always look at the faucet, look at the stops, look at the shower valve. And once again, it's just bringing up in conversation to people, hey, if they're a homeowner, what's your long-term plan with this house? So they say, hey, this is my forever home, or I want to be here for the next 10 years. Start educating them on the plumbing system. Hey, I noticed, you know, when I went to turn the water off, you didn't have a homeowner shut-off valve. Do you know the importance of that? If they want to learn more about it, that's a great time for you to be a professional and share that information. So don't let, you know, I mean, I understand we're in a different time, but you can still work towards that. And it sounds like y'all are doing that. So, all right. So a goal without a timeline is just a dream. That's what Mark Twain said. So today, I'm going to want y'all to write down one goal. And we're talking specifically a goal that you have to retain more customers in the company. And I also want you to write down a time frame to achieve it with some detailed steps. So we're going to get very detailed with one goal today, and that includes Amanda, that includes Mike, that includes everybody. So get a sheet of paper out and be thinking about your own performance and what we talked about. We talked about reviews, we talked about putting stickers on appliances, we talked about building relationships, we talked about how we look professionally, but I want to get real detailed with it. So let's take a few minutes and write that and write down what you're thinking, the goal that you're thinking you want to work on for yourself. And also write down the time frame to achieve that goal. So just be specific. I want to achieve this goal by December 1st, 2020, or by October 12th, 2000. I mean, I don't know whatever date y'all want to have on there. Be specific. And then the last part is some detailed steps. Like Kyle, if you wrote down, I want to be able to solder better, what are your detailed steps? Is probably going to be that I need to set a day and time with Jason or somebody to teach me, and I need to prepare the work area, and I need to buy this tool, and I need to have, you know, like those are detailed stuff I want you to write. You know, for Amanda or Mike, it may be something new you have to learn. So maybe I need to set a meeting with Chris and sit down and get some training on this topic. Or maybe Amanda, maybe you need to write a procedure or a script or for the next CSR coming in. All right, we ready to rock? Maybe? No, 4 minutes.
One more minute.
Okay. Did y'all bring me any donuts today or what?
Not today.
Oh, man. All right, does anybody want to share their goal? Goal, time frame, steps to get there? Anybody want to share one?
My goal would be to be better up on follow-up. I do go to lots of these jobs every day, and I do lots of these estimates, and I'm not too good about following up with these guys and saying, hey, I gave you your estimate. How are we doing on that? Like, any questions? So I'd like to be better on that, keeping up on that. And then just slow down. Slow down and treat every job like it's the job. I have a tendency of doing a lot of calls a day, so it's trying to fix what's here, and I put the blinders on sometimes. So I'd like to take the blinders off and really give my time and focus on each job. And I'm going to give myself until December 1st, and monitor, and hopefully Amanda's helped. She made all these cool tags that I haven't been using lately, and I started using them. So I think that's going to kind of help me with doing the follow-ups and keep track of people not getting lost.
Okay, so what is it?
Tag
I'm sorry to interrupt. Jason,
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
what does it look like to win? So the follow-ups, is there like, I'm going to follow up on 100% of my jobs? Am I going to follow up on 80% of my jobs? Like what's the number that it looks like to win this?
I mean, you got to aim high, so I'd like to see 100%, but I'd be happy with 90.
Okay, write down 90%. And then on the slowing down, what's one thing that you're going to do different to your routine that's going to make you slow down? Is it going to be that you are going to ask more questions? Are you going to do more inspections? What are you going to do in detail?
Doing more inspections, because ultimately that's going to help me get into something else, increase that average ticket.
Okay, that's awesome. So write that down. And okay, so are you going to go out and you're going to ask to inspect every home you're in, and then just shoot for whatever the customer gives you?
Yeah, I'm going to try to do like a little 5-point deal, like you said. That's a good point. Like, even when you're stuck outside, there's a gas service, there's a water service. I actually wrote down, you called it a homeowner shutoff. I like that. A lot of people just see it as it's some valve in the garage. Like, no, that's there for you. I like the name of that.
Yeah, homeowner shutoff is great. Emergency shutoff is great, but always leading with that. Hey, I'm here to serve you, and since you're the homeowner, it'd be a great time for me to just walk you through a few things if you have a few minutes. You don't have to call it inspection. I mean, you just let them know, because ultimately we're doing them a favor by doing this, because we're never going to sell anything that's not necessary. This is not who we are. But we are going to let them know that, hey, if their water heater's 30 years old and it's about to blow up in their house, I mean, I would think if I was a homeowner, I'd at least want to know that. Right? So I can budget, you can give them an estimate, they can budget $2,500 or 40, whatever it costs to do it in California, and so that's good. Look, we have time for one more person to share there. Does anybody else want to share?
Go for it, Dan. I mean, ultimately, mine is to get back to school. Like I said earlier, I want to get that certificate or that applies into next year at some point in my life. I'd like to see myself at least enrolled in classes by the end of next year at the very latest. A couple steps that I jotted down real quick as far as to achieve it is, see what's available and most beneficial in this line, in this field for me, see what's available at the schools around. And then obviously cost of classes, budget for that. And then also schedule between work and school, make that happen.
Love it, man. It's a great, that really is an awesome goal to set for yourself. So definitely keep yourself, you know, 'cause that's one of those ones that you need to keep a few different time frames. So you got a finish date, but if there's certain milestones you got to hit between that, like you need to make sure you have this schooling done by this time, or you need to have this amount of money saved up by this time. Like, get real detailed with it, because that's a life-changing dream too, man, and life-changing goals. So nice work on that. And before everybody leaves the session today, can y'all do us a favor and just snap a picture of what you've written down and text it to Chris, if you feel comfortable? I mean, I think it's always good that as the owner of the company, he has an idea of where you want to go, because I know Chris and he's going to help you get there. So whatever that looks like, and Mark's the same way, they're going to work their butt off to see y'all succeed. So nice work in writing these things down. For sake of time, I got to move forward. So I just asked a few questions here. What are you committed to doing to secure your future? Is it focusing on quality work? Is it doing inspections, placing stickers, and providing estimates? Is it getting more 5-star reviews with your name on them? You know, we could probably all say we probably need to get more 5-star reviews, unless you're getting 20 a week, you know. So maybe it's stickering. I guess I'm double saying it there. Taking the time to leave behind estimates and following up. That was Jason's. And then just being more professional, clean and positive appearance, yourself, your truck, so on and so forth. So just remember, success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing and learning to do. So we have to be intentional, team. I mean, a lot of what we look at in the plumbing field is we look at a repair, which is the end result. That's caused by years and years of neglect, or years and years of hard water, or years and years of being in the ground next to tree roots. Our life's the same way. A lot of times we look at our result right now, and maybe we're not living where we want to live, or maybe we don't have the job of our dreams, but we want to work there. So that's why you need to set a goal. Like John, getting your plumbing license will help change your life, but you have to be intentional about the steps to get there, because it doesn't just magically happen tomorrow, you know? And so that's why we're going through this. And really the point of retaining customers to benefit your future is that if you become a technician that has customers calling and asking for you, it doesn't matter where you go in your journey of life. If you're providing that kind of service, you're always going to be the top dog in what you're doing. And also, in doing that, you're always going to make more money. You're always going to be secure in your position when times are slow, because you know you're working your butt off to be at that point. And so that's really, it's not just about making revenue for the company, but it's also about securing your future. Right, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, I like it. All right, guys, last but not least, we are all built for the trades, and what that means is we are professionals, we serve our customers, we live with integrity, we do what we say we're going to do, and we collaborate positively as a team, as a community, across the nation. You know, that's why we do what we do, is to help people better their lives and to have a positive influence. So thank you all for being a part of this and for hanging in. I know technology is not as good as being in person, but I love presenting to y'all and just being a part of the Yochim Plumbing team. So thank y'all for that.